All right, so we just picked up this stack of comic books off of Facebook Marketplace for 40 bucks. So let's go ahead and dig through these books and see exactly what we got. All right, let's get started. Yeah, definitely a random mix in this particular lot. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery Gold Key, 15 center. Yeah, but I know there's at least a couple books that I'm happy to picked up that I saw. That was pretty cool. So 1972, issue number 42, low grade, but as I've said before, low grade is better than no grade, and I will take it for the price, that is for sure. I don't even know how many books are in this lot, maybe 50, 60, 70, somewhere around there. Mixture of good stuff, mixture of not so good, but yeah, I picked it up. Facebook Marketplace. It's been a while since I picked up something on Facebook. Chamber of Chills, issue number 18, low grade, 1975. I don't think I have this one, so that is a obvious plus, that is for sure. It is low grade, but I don't mind low grade 70s horror at all, especially 25-cent Chamber of Chills. I like that specific run a lot, actually. Archie 483. Yeah, there's a nice little stack of Archies in here, maybe 10% Archies, 20% Archies. 1999. I do enjoy Archie, like I said, but I actually enjoy or trying to pick up some of the 90s one, maybe there's some of the later ones, not the super new stuff. I think it kind of went I don't know, in the wrong direction at a certain point, but I actually like this 90s era Archie. Obviously this is the Archie first run, 473, but yeah, if I can find these that aren't beat up, I will gladly pick them up. If I can pick them up, obviously, at a reasonable price. Archie number 489, I think it was, and issue number 445. What year is this? 1996. But yeah, I will always collect Archies. Archie 477. This one looks actually really clean. All this stuff was, well, not all this stuff. Some of it's bagged and boarded. Most of the stuff is bare. I didn't take anything out of the bags or anything. So what you see in this entire box here is exactly how it was presented to me. So yeah, I didn't take anything out of the bags. It's just this was bare like this. Archie number 466. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed Archie. I enjoy reading Archie. Maybe I feel like I kind of lived kind of that lifestyle when I was a kid, even though I'm not really super old in that regard. I just kind of cruising around with cars and, you know, friends and all that stuff, and high school and stories and all this. I mean, a lot of people did, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a customer in that regard, but it's also from like a value standpoint. I don't think Archie is super popular right now. I mean, I guess it is, but it's not like a, you know, it's not like Spider-Man, I would say. So obviously, from a value standpoint, I think, you know, you're okay collecting Archies. Archie number 403, but obviously collecting 90s Archies is not. I don't advertise doing it for other reasons than reading it and enjoying collecting all that stuff. But Archie issue number 410. This one I do have this cover. Looks super familiar. 1993, and it looks like we're taking a break from the Archies. That might be all the Archies, to be honest. I don't know. I flipped through it and that was it. Action Comics 448, 25 center. And it looks like, oh, we got a 20 center here. Nice. Bagged and board comic. Morbius issue number 4. And our first bagged and board comic, Conan issue number 29. This one does not look familiar. I am going to open this one up for sure. Looks fairly low grade. Actually, not too bad. Find out the inside. That's not too bad at all, actually. Issue 29. That's pretty old. 1973. John Buscema. Ernie Chan. Wait, Ernie Chan. It can't be John Buscema and Ernie Chan. There's two artists. Yeah, Ernie Chua. Is that right? Am I reading that right? Yeah, Chua. That's right. Yeah, Ernie Chan. He, yeah, it'd be one or the other. But, yeah, Ernie Chan did a lot of Jonah Hex. I know that. Where is it? I just said that, right? 1973, probably. Nice. This one does not look familiar, but I do have a lot of Conans, but I would say there's about 80% chance that I do not have this one, which is actually pretty cool. And, oh, looks like we got another Conan coming up here, which I actually did not see. Oh, my God. I'm going to put this one in a Silver Age bag and board. I put everything in a Silver Age bag and board. I don't care if it's modern or whatever. I mean, obviously, if it's Golden Age, it's not going in a Silver Age bag, but I like my backing boards to be a little wider than the comic. Conan issue number 42. This is cool. I did not see this, so that's actually really cool. And this was bare, and it actually looks a lot nicer than the other Conan. 29. Is that a key? I don't think this is a key. I don't know, I'm thinking off the top of my head because it was bagged and boarded, but I don't think so, actually. Issue number 42. This looks a little bit more familiar, and this looks really, really, really nice, actually, which is really cool. Yeah, this is super clean. It's got white pages and everything. I mean, realistically white. 1974, issue number 42. Bear, that is cool. I would have probably put this one in the bag and board and left the issue number 29 there, assuming that's not like a minor key. I don't think it is. I'm almost certain it's not. I'm gonna put that one up there. All right, I'm gonna shut up, move on. Morbius issue number 5. Morbius issue number 2. It's a cool cover. This one looks familiar. I think I have this one, or at least I picked it up in other lots. 1992. But yeah, I guess it's a good sign that it's been a little harder to find books on Facebook Marketplace. There was a little period there right after COVID where there was a lot of people just offing their books, which was, you know, pretty awesome. But now I think people are kind of holding on to them a little bit more, which is obviously, you know, cool in its own regard, and it's also helpful for a value standpoint. Morbius issue number 7. These are all over the place. I'm not even paying attention. We had 7, 3, 2, 6 issue number 10, and right into a bagged and board beef and brains. This one's bagged and board. Zimmerman Garrett's beef and brains. Am I opening this one up? I'm not gonna open it up. Book 1, $2.95. Kind of curious. Bet you this is black and white. Oh god, I'm not gonna open it up. I'll move on. I won't torture you guys that much. Spider-Man issue number 2. Pretty clean. Was this 1993? I'm gonna guess 1990. I'm a little off. Number 2, 1990. Nice. It's a fairly clean book right there. And right back into a Morbius issue number 9 and a Morbius 14, Morbius 13, and a Morbius 11. I guess I could have put these in orders just to make this a little more simple for all of us here. Morbius number 15 and a Morbius number 8. I think we might have had them all there, except for one. I don't recall seeing number 1 there. Chamber of Chills, 25 center, issue number 14. Nice. This one doesn't look too bad. Art's Joe Sinnott. I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan so far of what I'm seeing from Joe Sinnott, and I don't think I'm too familiar with that name here. Issue number 14, but yeah, I would gladly take a nice reader copy of Chamber of Chills issue number 14 that I'm gonna put that one up, that I don't think I have. Betty's Diary issue number 27. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even think about, what is this, about 60 books? Paid $40, about 67 cents a book. Pentacle, The Sign of the Five, issue number 3. Moving on. And Michael Moorcock's Multiverse, DC Comics Helix. Any about it? Yeah, it won't go down in history as one of my greatest finds. At least, I don't know. There's some cool stuff I'm looking at right now that's coming up, which is actually kind of helpful. One thing I'm kind of happy to have. Actually, a couple more things. The second half might be slightly better. I'm not sure, actually. Don't call me nuts. Multiverse, moving on. Wasted way too much time on that one. And Vengeance of Vampirella, issue number 4. Let's bring this second half in here. Tomb Raider, Top Cow, 1 of 2. Bagged and boarded. Yeah, I saw this one. Yeah, it's just a COA here. I'm not a big fan of COAs, to be honest. I mean, it's not really stamping anything super, any sort of major authenticity other than they just said, yeah, we signed it and that's what it is. I'm going to open this one up just to be... This one looks nice. I like Tomb Raider. I ordered, about 2 weeks ago, God, I can't talk today. I ordered like 25 Tomb Raider comics off of eBay, and I think I mentioned that on the show like twice. And then after I ordered it, about 5 days after I won it on an auction, the seller says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that I had already sold those," and which kind of sucked. This is cool. I saw this and I thought this was cool. I don't have a lot of Tomb Raider comics. I obviously enjoyed the game a lot when I was a kid, and yeah, I mean, I really liked it. I grew up during that time period, and I thought, Lara Croft and all that stuff was pretty awesome. And yeah, but yeah, this one looks actually pretty nice, and yeah, that's definitely going to help value-wise for this whole box here, because I have no idea how much what the rest of the stuff in this box exactly is going to be about. But well, I really can't talk today. That's cool. I'll take that. It looks pretty clean too. But yeah, as far as the whole that whole eBay listing that's happened, I really am kind of curious what odds are of him just truthfully, because that auction went for a really good deal. And I mean, I thought I was very happy with what it went on, or went for, I should say. And I was really bummed when he messaged back and says, sorry, dude. I mean, he was very apologetic and all that stuff, which is cool, I guess. James Bond, issue number 007. Not issue 007. 2 of 2, Shattered Helix. That's cool. I don't think I have very many James Bonds. Yeah, so when he messaged me that back, I was obviously kind of, a little bit pissed off in a way. But I kind of curious, just in a general sense, how often do people do that? Like if an auction goes super cheap, do they just pay the small fee and say, hey, sorry, I didn't know I actually, quote unquote, sold that earlier, because I'd rather just maybe not have that sold for that price and would rather keep it and list it at a higher price? Or did he really just maybe is a big, seller and decided, nope, I made a mistake. I didn't realize that I actually did sell that. And I mean, who really knows? I hope it's just one of those scenarios where, maybe he did actually not, realize that he sold it, but you never know. Children's Crusade, issue 2 of 2, but I have a feeling if I had to put money on it, I would guess that there is a slight nefarious reasoning behind that, but it is what it is. I wish I had those Tomb Raider comics, but yeah, I'm always on the lookout. The Incredible Hercules versus Amazing Spider-Man Olympus, issue number 1. Don't know anything about it. 19, I'm going to say it's 19. I'm going to say it's 2000. I didn't look yet. 2012. I can't see. Still can't see. Does it even say? Oh my god. 2009. All right. It's a little older than I thought. Don't know anything about it. Moving on. Caffeine Dreams. DWAP. Issue number 2. I'm going to say that's 2004. 2007. DWAP Productions 2006. All right. Don't know anything about it. I'm not wasting any more time with that one. Batman 490. Yeah, we got a small little run of Batmans here. Batman number 491. Batman 455. Yeah, I read this one. This one was cool. This one was actually enjoyable here. Yeah. Norm Brayfogle, Alan Grant. Yeah, I have a really good memory as far as covers and of whether or not I read the book, but I don't have a very good memory with just, like I said, where I park. I don't know why that is. Mike Grell, Green Arrow, The Longbow Hunters, bagged and boarded. $40. What the heck? 9.2. $40? Yeah, there might be an extra zero on that one. I believe I've seen this book. I might even own this book. I don't think it was a $40 book, that's for sure. Could be, though. Maybe I don't own this one. 9.2, huh? Looks pretty clean. Do I want to take this one out? I'll take this one out. I'm just kind of curious. There's a tape. This does look a little bit familiar. I'm starting to think maybe the one that I had was blue, though. Yeah, this looks pretty clean. I'm not going to mess with this one on stream. It looks in the realm of a 9.2, and I honestly don't know. Maybe it is worth in the range of $40, which would be pretty cool, but I'm going to guess that it's about a $2 to $4 book. But, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. Nightmare Country, Sandman Universe. I have no idea. Moving on. Another Sandman. Sandman 2, The Overture, Neil Gaiman. Is that a polybag? Is there a card in here? No card. It's polybag. That's kind of cool. I don't know anything about this. $4.99. May 2014, obviously. Nice. I'm going to put that one up. I don't know anything about that. I'm just kind of curious. The Caliber, 2010. I have no idea. 2008. I'm getting a little closer. The Caliper. It's kind of cool, actually. Actually, really cool. I like Westerns. I mean, I've said that a million times. Even the more later Westerns I enjoy. I enjoy reading Western novels, Western comics, watching Western movies. Cool. The Caliber. I'm going to put that one up, too. The First Canon of Justice. Sam Sarkar. All right, I know I wasted too much time. Sorry on that one, guys, but yeah, I kind of like that stuff. Archie 12 center 138. I saw this in there. I thought that was pretty cool. Value wise, it helps out a little bit. Bear, and it doesn't look too destroyed. Hoping it's at least a 2-0, and we are actually nicely attached. Well, that's cool. Sweet. 1963. That's an old book, first series Archie. And again, I would like to collect as many of the first series Archies as I possibly can. And this one actually looks really clean. Am I page counting this right now? I'm not going to page count it, obviously, but I'm just going to check the centerfold here. And we're attached. Nice. Good old 3-0, 3-5 Archie 138s. And moving on. Holy God, what is this? Ah, yeah. Jesus. My Little Margie's 10 center. The Fashions. 1952. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't recall. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I didn't know it was in here, and it's chewed up immensely here. 1959. Oh, geez, that was way off. What did I say? 52? Holy God. 10 center, right? 1959. All right. I don't know anything about this. I do not own this one. I don't think I own any of these Margies. And this is a 1.0 fair grade, poor grade book right here, but we will take it actually. I mean, I would take 60 of these. I don't mind for the price. And yeah, looks like we're attached there. That's kind of cool. This just completely looks like it's taken out of our barbecue pit, but that's actually cool. I didn't see that in there, and I don't know anything about that. That could be like a $50 book if it's a mid-grade, to be honest. Probably is, actually. I bet you that book is probably a $40 book in about a 5.0 grade. What do we got here? Deep Fried Death Ray Graphics. We're number 1. Okay. Black and white. I knew I was just going to say that. What year is this? 2000. God, I could be off by a decade. It could be 90s. 2001. Oh, God. It's going to take me forever to find the date on this. Jesus, where is this? Thanks, guys. Joseph. Oh, yeah, 2002. All right, I was close. What did I say? 2001? Deep Fried. Looks very clean. I don't know anything about it. All right, moving on. I will say, and I'm probably not alone, is that I do have a lot of value, or there is a lot of value in just looking through random comic books that you don't know anything about. Betty and Veronica, and I think there's some reasons why I purposely kind of just buy some of this stuff without even digging too deep, just because I enjoy kind of surprising myself. Betty and Veronica, issue number 113. This was cool, 12 center. I saw this in there too, just because the Golden Age books always kind of stick out a little bit further. Issue number 113, I think I just said that, and we are attached barely, actually pretty firmly here. 1965. Yeah, I think I would have said like 63. Nice. Betty and Veronica, 1965. It looks like a good 3.0 copy. And this is like a $5 book. I mean, obviously, we're getting a lot of stuff in this box that's not the most desirable stuff to have, but value-wise, this is cool to have, and it's probably a $5 book by itself, so I think that's pretty cool. I would, if this was in my local comic book shop in the $2 bin, I would have snatched it out and been pretty happy with it. So yeah, I guess that means I have to kind of be happy with it in that sense. John Sable Freelance, issue number 25. That's cool. I didn't see that in here. I like John Sable. I like the freelances, and this does not look familiar at all. 100% I do not have this one, because I think I only have like 3 or 4, and I think I've read all 3 or 4. Yeah, I do not have this one. Nice. All right, I won't take too much time on that. I enjoy John. That's a nice little run there if anyone's interested in reading new stuff. MODOK, number 1. Rain Delay. That's cool. I like this character from Super Smash Brothers, and I don't know anything other than that much about it. Actually, I didn't really like that character. I actually hated being that character. I would do random picks with my family and all that stuff, and every time I was MODOK, I'm like, oh crap, I'm MODOK? I don't really want to be MODOK, but it is what it is. That's cool. MODOK number 1. I'm going to put this one up just guys. I don't know anything about that one, and maybe MODOK's got a little value there. Who knows? Oh my god, it's going to be a long video. We're almost done. We got maybe 20 books left. E-Man issue number 2, First Comics. Looks fairly clean. Nice. I got a couple E-Mans, and that one does not look familiar either. Moving on. Yeah, this is the first video that I'm actually doing during the day in a long time. I mean, summer's over. Archie 452, because yeah, my garage gets really baking hot during the day, and I usually do some of these videos at night when it's cooling down, but we are in the peak part of the day, and I'm not sweltering hot, but I am a little bit hot, though, that's for sure. Betty and Veronica issue 239, 1994. Yeah, we're... does it even say? I don't even see it. This one's all chewed up. This one, I could be off. This could be 2000s, to be honest. Oh, God, 2008. Jesus, I was way off on that one. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was just thinking that. That's not 90s looking. That's more 2000s. All right, that one's... Yeah, moving on. Batman issue 493. And GI Combat issue 149. I saw this in there too because it was thick and for same reasons. Issue number, yeah, I just said that. This is cool. It's not chewed up. Most GI Combats I find are just completely torched. They're worse than the horrors. I don't know why. They've been through a war. 1971, and actually this looks fairly. Yeah, that's not ripped. Actually, yeah, that's like a 3540. That's a 40 actually. It's not easy finding GI Combats in the early 70s and 4.0 grades. At least, I mean, it depends on the person and where you are, maybe all that schematics and that stuff, but every GI Combat, like I said, is just completely tarnished. But that's actually really cool. I'm going to bag and board that one. And I don't know if I have that one. That actually looks a little familiar, but maybe that's the one I have that's all chewed up. Robotech issue number 4. And Batman Cacophony. I'm probably saying that way off and embarrassing myself. I don't know anything about this one. 2008. And Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, issue number 8. Moving on. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, issue number 29. This looks like a different series of the Buffys I've been seeing on my LCS. What the heck kind of Buffy is that? Is this Buffy? Yeah, this is Buffy. The Vampire Slayer, issue number 29. I don't know anything about this. Looks like they changed their tone a little bit here. I kind of like it. Moving on. It's probably Cacophony, right? I don't know. Moving on. B&V, Betty and Veronica Spectacular, 2007. It's like a magazine. Issue number 76. That's cool. I feel something's got like the, probably got a calendar or something in there. It's got that in there. It's got something else in there. It's got some glasses in there too. That's cool. Might have a couple bucks value on it, to be honest. Nice. I'm going to put that one up just to kind of look at that one later. Only a few more and then we'll go, guys. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like or subscribe or send a message. If not, no big deal. I always do that at the end when I'm supposed to do it at the beginning. Never remember. The Flash, the slowest man alive, issue number 124. 2 more books and then we are done. But yeah, I'm actually going to go down to my LCS tomorrow, actually. And yeah, I haven't been down there in a couple weeks. Didn't do a video last week, did I? No. And yeah, Batman the Whitening Gyre. The heck am I even looking at here? I don't want to get flagged. I wasn't really paying attention to the cover. What the heck? But yeah, so should be putting out a video next week. Hopefully I find some cool stuff at my LCS and whatever. Hopefully I can get some Tomb Raider comics that can actually survive an auction and get shipped out to me. But yeah, that's kind of how the world works with that. Flash, issue number 77. That is the last comic, but thanks guys for watching. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.